Hello everyone and welcome to the conclusion of the 2022 Tri-City Cup with coverage sponsored by Basket Bashers. Here we are at the final 9 holes of Salmon Falls. Sam's lead has been cut from just 4 strokes down to 1. And if that's not enough drama for you, we have Jonathan Umel on an absolute heater of a round with 5 birdies but an unfortunate triple bogey. He was down 8 strokes to the leader but now finds himself only 5 back. Let's see how this unfolds. Alright, here we are back to hole 10. 335 feet straight up with a little bit of a left bend to it, so your typical backhand fairway driver should do the trick here. Seth went a little bit right and hit a tree. We'll see if Jonathan can place it straight up the middle. And it's coming back, and that's a good throw from him. He should be right next to the basket. And Elijah's gonna throw his backhand straight up the middle. It's looking good. Drifting. Oh, and he hit a tree. He's down a little bit early. See Sam rip up the middle. He ends up hitting a tree and going left. Seth's just going to approach the basket. He doesn't really want to run it. He's looking good with 1 behind the leader right now. Still has 8 holes after this one. Sam is a little past the basket. He's going to have a tester to make his par. Elijah running for his 2 and doesn't turn it enough. He's past the basket on the left there. Now here's Sam to keep the lead at 1. He'll need to make this putt. And he's in there. Good job. Alright, and getting to Jonathan's drive finally. Look where he landed. Right next to the basket. He'll be in there for a birdie. He'll be 9 down. 4 back from the leader. You gotta wonder if he didn't take that triple bogey, he'd be right up in the mix, tied with Seth Brown. Hi, Seth. Hi, John. Alright, Jonathan's gonna rip it up on the right side. There's a lot of trees on the right side, a lot of stuff to get through. You can see he's looking to see if it got up there. It slid a little far, but he'll have a long putt. And Seth's going to follow him on the right, but he gets hung up by the hemlocks up there. And next we have Elijah, who's going to go a little bit more of a middle route and avoid the right side, but he'll hit a tree as well and come up a bit short. And Sam is going to go in the left lane, which is much more open, and he gets through everything. You just have to turn it a lot more to get up to the right here and get to the basket. Seth's putting a good bit on it, and he hits the top of the basket. We'll see what Sam can do. And he's leaving it short and doesn't really give it a run. Jonathan to take another birdie. Oh, he's just out early and left. Elijah to go to 5 under. He makes it. Good putt from him. Good hole in general. That's a hard hole to get your 2 on. And everyone else is going to putt out for their 3s. Alright, here we are on hole 12. It's 400 feet, about 150, and then you go left another 75 feet, and then you're going back right another 150 or so. It's a really good forehand flick. If you can get it all the way around everything, you've got to throw it hard though. He's going for the soft turnover sort of forehand. If you go overstable and throw it very, very sharp on an Anheuser, you can get a very good throw and up to the basket. So a good backhand will set you up for your second shot, but if you're looking at eagle, you need to forehand this. And everyone's just kind of playing an approach shot. No one's really putting their foot on the gas here. Sam with his forehand approach. Might be using the Firebird again. Firebird's a very good forehand disc. Yep, he'll have a putt up there. And Elijah's making it through everything as well. He'll be up there for a putt. Jonathan's just got to take a knee. And he's getting through everything, but he drifted left. He's going to have a long putt for his birdie. Now Seth needs to match what Sam did so that he can keep one stroke. Yep, and Seth's right next to the basket as well. Looks like we'll be keeping this at one stroke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Jonathan's getting the clarification that he's outside the circle so he can do a jump putt right now. He's up, and it's short. This is Sam. He's a little further than I thought, actually. This is going to be to keep the pressure on Seth to make his putt. Seth is pretty much parked. There's a lot of pressure on Sam right now to make this. Oh, and he just chains out to the left. We might have a tie game here if Seth makes this putt here. Oh, let's go. We are tied. Gonna be on hole 13 at 13 down. Elijah's in there for his birdie. Jonathan's in there for a par. And Sam will close out with his par as well. So here we are on hole 13 with a word from our sponsors. Here at Basket Bashers Disc Golf, we are a small family-owned business focused on serving the wants and the needs of the disc golf community across the United States. We are based in North Carolina, but sponsor team members from over 12 different states and put an emphasis on growing the sport, especially for women and juniors. We appreciate your business and support and strive for continuing relationships and top-notch personal customer service. Thank you. So hole 13 is about 180 feet. It's the shortest hole in the course. But it's a very technical hole. You can see him throw it up high because of the short tree in front of him. There's a gap if you go straight, but it's not easy. Or you can go very low and go under everything. But you'll see most people just try and hang it high and then fade out and have a putt. Forehand skip is a very good throw on this. Ooh, he's going straight up the middle, though. And he'll be under the basket for a putt. That was risky. That's a tight gap to hit when you're trying to chase the leaders when you're 4 back. Sam is going to same gap. And he goes a little far. It wasn't overstable enough, and it just drifted straight and hit the trees. And Elijah's just going to lay up. So this is an elevated basket, about 6 feet elevated. Or so. Sam's going to run this. He knows that Seth is parked for the most part. He's going to have to tie him here. Oh, he thought it was in too. You can see that. Oh, so close. Just short. Here goes Seth to take the lead.
Let's go.
Seth pushes the lead at 14 down. Jonathan will now be 10 down, only 3 back from second place. And that'll be a par for Sam, and Elijah will be putting out 2. Alright, so hole 14 is 330 feet, par 3. It's a very hard 2 to get. You're mainly just trying to get your 3 on this.
Wow. Holy cow.
It's a great shot from Seth, but he's still going to be about 40 short. The problem is if you try and push it too hard up this gap, you end up going straight into the trees. Or you could flick on the ante and probably have a really good forehand up there. So he slid all the way up the hillside. He's actually close to the basket. Not close, but he's got like a 40-foot putt. Elijah's finding one of the first trees available, and he will be about 300 back. Sam saw Seth's shot, and he knows he needs to match it, but he hits a tree and goes left early. Elijah's in an awkward position here, having to throw from a patent pending stance. Gets it off good. A little nose up, but he's good. Drifts right down the middle. He'll be fine. He might have a look for his 3. So Sam just needs a good approach shot to park it and put the pressure on Seth. And he's hanging a little left, and the river is there for OB. Here's Seth's putt. He's a little further than I thought. He just lays up, just wants to get right next to the basket and put the pressure on Sam. You can see Jonathan's in a very awkward position for his putt, but he's going to give it a run. Oh! Oh, just misses to the right. That was a very good bid. Elijah to save his par. That would have been such a good par save, too. Sam needs to make this putt. Oh no. So with that, Sam is going to give another stroke to Seth. So going into hole 15, Seth will have a 2-stroke lead. And hole 15 is a par 4, 590 feet. You really want to get a good throw out into the middle of the fairway. There's a hillside on the right and a hillside on the left. This is very much almost like a plateau shot where you just have to keep going straight down and you cannot go left or right. There's no out of bounds to the right, but you do run the risk of losing your disc. There is OB to the left. So you'll see a lot of players hang it right. Yep, just like Elijah's doing there. He's going to hang it right and then drift back left, landing right in the middle of the fairway. That's a great shot. So Sam's going to need to pump it. We know that he can throw as well. He's going to do a long run up here, giving it everything he's got, and he's just low. You could tell he was going for eagle. Now Seth is early in the same trees. He's just going to pitch out, playing some smart golf right there. He knows that Sam is in a little bit of trouble as well, so he's just going to play the smart par here and just try not to lose a stroke at all. And his throw is up, tracking nicely towards the basket. He is right past the basket. So Sam is going to need a good flick to get next to the basket. It's a little high and he hits the tree. That would have drifted right back towards the basket too. He's going to have about a 45-foot putt. Elijah is right next to the basket as well. A little bit long. Here's Jonathan for the eagle. Just early. Alright, Sam will need to make this putt to take one back from Seth. And he doesn't give it a chance and leaves it early. And that's long, actually. He's going to have to make this putt just to stay one with Seth. Oh no, and he leaves it short. Seth might take another stroke on this hole. And be 3 up going on hole 16. Elijah wants that putt back, you can tell. He's not happy with it. And Jonathan for the birdie. Oh, and just hangs it out left again. There's Seth for his par. Playing the smart golf. The pitch out in the approach. And they will all tap out. And now, a word from our sponsors. Here at Basket Bashers Disc Golf, we are a small family-owned business focused on serving the wants and the needs of the disc golf community across the United States. We are based in North Carolina, but sponsor team members from over 12 different states and put an emphasis on growing the sport, especially for women and juniors. We appreciate your business and support and strive for continuing relationships and top-notch personal customer service. Thank you. So going into hole 16, Jonathan is going to find himself 4 back from the leader and only 1 back from second place. He had a very good throw there. Jonathan is going to throw now to try and match. He's pumping it further. He's going towards the basket. This is 480 feet straight down, par 3. Elijah with another rip. So you've got to get about 300 feet to the hill, and then it just crests right down, and it's another about 180 feet. Sam's going to try and unleash a good throw here. He's hanging it high. It's turning. And it's going to come back now. That's a very good throw. He'll be down there to putt. So, even though the grass isn't cut right there, that's not out of bounds. Similar to how hole 1 was out of bounds with the uncut grass. Sam went long of the basket. That's wild. He landed at the other basket, and he just misses left. Seth is going to put up his par. Oh, and he misses high. Sam can get one back here. The lead's only going to be 2 now.
Seems like you had a tail.
And Elijah's in there for a par.
Middle.
He drove it and parked the basket? That's insane. 480 feet on a dime. Hole 17 is 645 feet. You're going to go about 150 feet straight and want to bank left hard. Not that hard. He hits the first tree, going left into the trees. It's not an easy out from there. And Elijah has a very good throw. He got out there far enough, though, where he hit the tree and went left, but he should be far enough out there where he's actually pretty good. See what Sam can do here. Sam's gonna... Oh, he glances off the tree and bounces back into the fairway. He has a great throw and a good look for getting up there for a birdie. And Seth is 2 strokes ahead and hits the first tree available. He's going to have to scramble out to save his lead right now. This is a very hard hole. If you find yourself this far back, you're just going to be crisscrossing the fairway. So he's a little bit... He rolled a little bit into the fairway, so he should have a decent out shot. We'll see what Jonathan can do here now. Oh, he had a really good shot. He just hit the tree and goes left. He really could have had a better shot if that tree wasn't in his face. He would have been able to unleash it. Seth's just finding every tree right now. That was his 3rd shot. Elijah with a good 2nd shot. He'll be up there to throw for his upshot for a birdie. Sam's going to hang it high right into the middle of the fairway, setting it up for good for a birdie. And Seth's going to have a very hard throw. And he hits another tree. He's going to be throwing 5 from there, and that's par. He's going to have to park it. Just get his 6 for a bogey. Jonathan with the forehand. Right up next to the basket. What a great throw from him. Elijah with the backhand drifting to the right. He's right next to the basket as well. They're making this look way too easy. Here's Sam to follow the trend and put it right next to the basket. Puts it up to put the pressure on Seth. He's right next to the basket as well, just a little bit long. Now Seth, this is for his par. I wouldn't imagine he's trying to throw it in, just try and lay it up so that he can stay tied with Sam. And he has another great throw. Those were all 4 great throws in a row. And Jonathan's a little bit further back than I thought he was. And the putt's a little bit short. I thought he got right up next to that basket there. Here are the rest of them. Elijah went a little bit long, but for the comeback. Oh, and he's just wide. So Seth makes this putt right now, and then Sam makes his putt. They are tied going into 18. That's wild. Ooh, almost goes wide, but he stays in. Alright, going into hole 18, we have a tie at 12 down, Elijah 5 down, and Jonathan is 1 back from the leaders. Alright, Sam is out. He's definitely about 45 feet from the basket. 320 feet. Just to the left after you get out of the fairway. Jonathan's disc was doing a little wind bouncing. He's got about the same throw as Sam. They'll be putting from about the same area. Elijah's out and good. That's a good throw. He'll be a little bit left of the basket. It was in the air a little bit too long. You pretty much just want your normal fairway driver just straight up the gut. And Seth is hugging the corner. He should skip up right next to the basket. He will have a very good look at a birdie and to close this tournament out. Here's Jonathan to tie the leaders. It's up. Oh, he just hits the top of the basket. That was so close. So this is Sam to put the pressure on Seth. Oh, and he leaves it short again and doesn't give it a chance. And Elijah for his birdie. Oh, and he's just short. So Seth knows with this putt he can win the tournament. It's in there. He wins the tournament at 13 down. Took 54 holes, but they got it done on the last hole.
Great battle, man.
Alright, and they're all going to tap it in for their pars. Jonathan finishes in third place. Sam will finish in second, and your winner is Seth Brown. Now an award ceremony.
Winning the BCTP, we had Trisha Allen. I guess why I'm walking over here. So you get some Beast Buddy hats. So one for you, one to give to a friend.
Awesome, thank you.
Right, and then almost winning both of them, but got stolen by Andrew Leahy, winning the Muddy Road Brewery $10 gift card. And then winning the $200 True Bright Electric Ace Pot, we had Jonathan Umel, who will be getting PayPal. Congratulations. And finally, your 2022 NADGT Tri-City Cup MA1 champion, Seth Brown.
Don't let him give a speech.
I'd like to thank all my sponsors.
We'd like to thank Tim Allen.
Thank you, Beast and Superfly Disc Golf. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, buddy.
Go back to pro. Okay.
Alright, and that does it for the Tri-City Cup. Thank you guys for being a part of this. I would like to thank everybody that watched. I would like to thank everyone that was involved. I would like to thank Basket Bashers for sponsoring the coverage. You guys were awesome. And that does it for Ace Productions. Basket Bashers, you guys have a great day.